Black Friday has passed, and now 25% of the league are looking for a new head coach for the 2026 season. So I'm going to go through this list and give my opinion on each firing, starting with one listed and was mid-season, Brian Callahan from the Tennessee Titans. I think that would be a nice team to go to because you already have your quarterback in Cam Ward. You have to build around him. He had a great rookie season, and I'd like to see him with a veteran and seasoned head coach that will develop him further. Then the newest one, Mike McDaniel was fired from the Miami Dolphins. I thought his job was safe, I'm not gonna lie, because the Dolphins were bad, but they started playing with some promise after the fire rumors started spreading. But I think he had a conversation with the higher ups and they thought it was best to part ways. I think teams looking for an offensive minded coordinator, head coach would be interested in him, but we'll see. Okay, now going on with the rest of this list, the Arizona Cardinals fired Jonathan Gannon after 2 seasons. That situation is interesting because I think Kyler Murray will not be an Arizona Cardinal next year. They were not good the past 2 years when the AFC West has been so promising. The Cardinals have been left out of that equation. So it'll be interesting to see what next steps they take as a franchise. The Las Vegas Raiders fired Pete Carroll, the oldest NFL head coach who had a nice run with the Seattle Seahawks. He went to the Raiders. Well, he retired. He went to the Raiders to a new start with Geno Smith, but that just ended up being a mess. I think he just needs to retire for good. Maybe take a backseat view in another franchise. The New York Giants fired Brian Daboll mid-season as well. They had a quarterback in Jackson Dart, but I will say he did not have much help because there was a lot of season-ending injuries, and the Giants are just a mess, especially after the Saquon trade. So I want to say that he could get a second chance. Where? I don't know, but I kind of figured they would fire him. The Cleveland Browns fired Kevin Stefanski. Their offense and team in general has looked a mess, and I know they want to be competitive when you have one of the best defensive players we've seen in football in Myles Garrett. You have a promising young quarterback in Shedeur Sanders. You also drafted Dylan Gabriel. You're also paying Deshaun Watson. It's a mess over there. If they build and get the right pieces, they will be a good team. Really sought after because of his resume. And, he won Coach of the Year twice. He's still a good coach, just not for the Browns. I already talked about Brian Callahan. I don't know why I didn't see that earlier. The Atlanta Falcons fired Raheem Morris and the general manager. They probably thought his job was safe after finishing the season 8-9, but when you finish 8-9 and that could have won your division, it's time to move on. You have a good defense, you have a solid quarterback, you need to build around them and make a push for the playoffs. And then the one that's missing on this list is the big one. Raw was fired from the Baltimore Ravens. I knew they would have to choose between him and Lamar